Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. The time we've all been waiting for, the time of the season for loving. It is iPhone Day. Woohoo! iPhone 16 Pro Max in the dessert color. How is this? I'm gonna get it out of the box. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna, set it up and talk about it. This is the box right here. It is a slim box. It's kind of heavy. One of the really interesting things that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about really is that this iPhone is a little bit bigger than this iPhone. How much will it seem bigger? We'll see. But right now, I'm going to do the unboxing thing. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Pumpkin spice latte. Season. Drinking a pumpkin pie with sugar on top. But it's still good. It's still good. All right, so let's do this thing. Zip, 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 zip. We have an extra camera button over here, power button over here, action button, as well as volume up and down. Initially, I saw this desert color, and I thought it was going to be a little bit more bronzy, a little bit more of a deeper color. This is kind of gold. Gold phones aren't my favorite phones, but it doesn't look too bad. What do you think? Doesn't look too bad to me. Zip, 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 zip. There we go. That's not nearly as exciting or fun as it used to be, but that's what it is. We have a braided... Was it braided before? Was this braided last year? I don't remember that it was. But anyway, braided white USB-C to USB-C cable. So if you've been waiting around thinking, like, I don't know, is this the year? Well, last year could have been a year too. USB-C, I can say 1 year after the fact, having USB-C on the iPhone is so much more better than having to have a lightning cable around. A, you get more data throughput. So if you're doing camera stuff, you can use USB hard drives. B, it's just an easier plug to plug in, and you don't have to. Just having to have more cables around, and it's just kind of annoying. But anyway, this is braided. It's nice. Put it right there. Let's check out our literature. I heard a rumor, and I think this rumor is true because it's been true for other products. We have seen the death of the Apple sticker. No more Apple stickers. And I don't even know. Is it worth two little pieces of paper, safety handling, and then you no longer have to have an active SIM to activate your eSIM during iPhone setup. Okay, active switch ratio. Okay. For more info, go to apple.com/eSIM. So it seems kind of pointless to have that much literature in here, but, and that's all there is, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's in the box. It's once again a white box. I like when sometimes you got a black box, but this is a nice box. Very nice. So let's go ahead and get this thing fired up and see what happens. While we're doing that, we can compare the size. Okay, so there, that looks to be just about, it's hard to really tell. Is that bigger? Yes, it is. I guess it is. Hello, default medium large appearance. I'm old and just go with default to start. Set up with another device. Yeah, continue. Let's do it. Okay, I put in my Wi-Fi password. There we go. Is this bigger? Yes. You can clearly see that it's bigger. It's 2 millimeters, but it's still clearly bigger. Unable to activate eSIM. Why is that? Anyway, Face ID. Okay, let's get started. Okay. So it says here, if you're setting up from an existing iPhone, it takes 10 to 15 minutes over Wi-Fi. And if you're setting up just via Wi-Fi from iCloud, it takes about 15 minutes. What are the other options? Aren't any other? This is where you get to have the fun. I think it's already doing something. I don't know. Okay. Hello. Apps and data. Okay. Turn on location services. So while we're here and doing this, why don't we talk about what are the tech specs of this phone? So we've got both the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and they come in 4 colors: black titanium, white titanium, natural titanium, desert titanium. Now I got natural titanium last year. Got the desert titanium this time. This was actually desert titanium was the only color that I could actually get at my local Verizon store. They didn't have anything else. Okay, so let's go through the camera bar, the camera control. Click camera control to open camera, then click again to use camera control as shutter. I actually like that feature a lot. I don't like that it's over here. I guess that makes sense when you're facing it this way. I like this feature a lot. I don't know why there haven't been more physical shutter buttons than there are, but now Apple has added it. Again, nobody's made a big deal about the fact that Apple added another button. This is the second year in a row that Apple's added a second button. So yeah, it's a pretty nice, so far, pretty nice little setup here. Is this locking my phone now? What's going on here? So this is search. Something is happening. And then all your different stuff. So once it completely switches over from my previous iPhone, I assume it will look like my previous iPhone because this doesn't have any of my stuff on it. Messages. Allow messages to share that you have notifications silenced when using focus. Allow. Okay, good. It comes 256 gigabytes of storage. I think this is the first year that 256 is the smallest on the Max phone, and you still got 128 over here. Width 3.6 inches, height 6.42 inches, depth 0.32 inches, 6.3 and 6.9. Supposedly, the iPhone has studio quality mics now. I'm going to test that out in the video where I use it as the only thing that I'm using to record stuff and see how those studio quality mics turn out to work. Dynamic island, as you can see. Let's see. Always on display, ProMotion technology, 120 hertz, HDR, True Tone, wide color gamut, P3, haptic touch, 2 million to 1 contrast ratio, up to 1600 nits peak brightness in typical use, and in HDR 2000 nits of brightness outdoors. 1 nit is the minimum brightness. 1 nit. I don't even know if I could see 1 nit. Fingerprint resistant oleophobic coating. So I'm always interested in, like, yes, it's resisting my fingerprints right now, but will it resist my fingerprints for long? I'm not sure. Yeah, it's really not leaving any fingerprints, but as you can see with the previous iPhone, there are fingerprints. And I'm a guy that doesn't like fingerprints, so I would prefer that there not be fingerprints, but be that as it may. We have water resistance IP68 up to 6 meters, 30 minutes. That's pretty normal. Apple Intelligence is coming. There are some Apple Intelligence features that are out there, but the full-on Apple Intelligence won't be available for at least 3 or 4 weeks, which is kind of a bummer because I really wanted to be able to see Apple Intelligence in action, but so that's just how it is. 18 Pro chip, the six-core CPU, 6-core GPU, 16 neural engine cores. That's not too far off from like the M series chips that you have in some of the lower end Macs. So it's crazy. The camera has all kinds of crazy new features. 48 megapixel, 24 millimeter f1.78 aperture, second generation sensor shift optical image stabilization, 100% focus pixels. Yeah, the camera is going to be nuts, as it was in the last one. My friend Jonathan Morrison has been filming some short films on the iPhone 16 over the past few days, and they are crazy looking. You really cannot tell. You really cannot tell that what's coming out of the iPhone 16 is not a real camera. Everything that we've got: HDR5, portrait lighting, 6 effects, night mode, panorama, video recording. We've got 4K Dolby Vision at 24, 25, 30, 60, and 100 FPS, and 120 FPS, which is great for slow motion. 4K, 120 FPS we didn't have before. 1080p Dolby Vision, all the way up to 120 FPS, 720 Dolby Vision recording at 30. I wonder why the lower resolutions are only 30 FPS. Cinematic mode 4K HDR 30 FPS. I wish the cinematic mode was 24, because that's really the cinematic frame rate. But be that as it may, spatial video for the 3 people that still have their Apple Vision Pro. ProRes video recording up to 120 FPS with external recording. Again, that's a really good feature right there. Log video recording so that you can have a flat profile and do some different color correction stuff. Digital playback zoom. Geez Louise. True depth camera, 12 megapixel. I'm going to have to do a whole video on the cameras, because I have been digging deeper into using the iPhone camera in more ways, and these cameras are absolutely bazonkers right now. So I'm going to have to do some more. SOS via satellite is a newish feature. Crash detection has been around. Roadside assistance via satellite. Messages via satellite. Find My via satellite. Now, if you're thinking like, oh, it used to be they had to be connected to a cellular network. Now you can do it connected to a satellite, which is in space, and that's pretty cool. Siri is getting a big improvement with Apple Intelligence. We shall see. And then here we see the camera control button down here, side button down here, built-in stereo speaker, volume up and down action button. And you can program the action button to do many, many things. You can program the action button to perform a shortcut, and that shortcut could be almost anything of your devising. You've got more stereo speakers and a built-in microphone, USB-C connector. I'm assuming in this the battery is larger because the phone is larger. It feels nice in the hand, by the way. Feels good in the hand. But we've got built-in rechargeable 25 and 30 watt MagSafe chargers, Qi 2 wireless charging up to 15 watts, Qi wireless up to 7, fast charge capable up to 50% in 30 minutes with a 20 watt adapter or 30 watt adapter. Again, if you're just joining us, they took the charger out of the box a couple of years ago, so you can buy the charger of your choice, whatever that might be. Of course, it has MagSafe. I love MagSafe. MagSafe has become my go-to way of doing almost everything. So it's great. Face ID, LiDAR scanner, barometer, high dynamic range gyroscope, high G accelerometer, proximity sensor, dual ambient light sensors, lots of accessibility. You can dig into the accessibility stuff and find some really cool features that are good for not just because you need accessibility features, but good features that can be convenient for a lot of people. So if you'd like me to do a video talking about the accessibility features as well, I will definitely do that. Meantime, I've got to set this guy up. I'm going to put it through its paces over the next couple of days and have a full review after the first 78, 72 hours, maybe 48 hours. Maybe I'm going to do a little music recording with this and see how that goes. We'll just have to wait and see. You let me know what you want to see in a full review video down in the comments below, and we'll have that discussion. Once again, thanks so much for being here. My name's Jason, formerly known as Painfully Honest Tech, sometimes known as the JTL. Until the next time, I'm out.